All right, bosses, let's talk about dramatic freaking change. Not a little bit, serious change. And too many of you go into this decision in these two cases a little too haphazardly, a little too nonchalant, like we'll figure it out as we go. When you are deciding whether it's time to hire a manager or hire sales teams, I need you to hear me now. This is a fundamental organizational shift. This is not like bringing on a customer service representative. This is not like bringing on your bookkeeper. This is not like bringing on your favorite coach, even. Let's be clear. It's not that. It's not something that will enhance, improve, or just one time be addressed and magic happens. When we are hiring for sales or for managers, we have two drivers, regardless of which one we're hiring for. The one driving is we know we want dramatic change, and we've decided we're going to expand our sales team to be beyond usually us, the business owner, or I am ready to get myself out of the day to day and I'm bringing on managers and leadership so I can be doing my shift differently. But that's the first drive. The drive is we know we want growth and we're really to make some transformational changes, bring in new people, create new roles in the company so that I can be somewhere else and the business can grow in a different way. Got it. That can be a little bit like you're like, okay, I have an idea. We're going to do this. And this is, identified as your strategic plan is to make the hire. But let me be clear. The other motivation is often what the majority of you are suffering through is you've got, it's a good problem to have. You're growing, things are getting busier, you're doing 190 things, and you're like, holy cow, it is time to bring in the cavalry. I need more people here. And I recognize I need different people than I've had before. So do I want to hand off the sales of my business and get hire a salesperson that can be really exceptional and close leads and go full force, right? Especially if you, as the business owner, have been just doing it part time while also running the business or actually doing client work, right? There's all different kinds of ways to do that. But if you decide to bring in a sales team, they need an entirely different workflow, communication style, management time. Yeah. And they're going to impact how you spend your days, as would the management hire as well, right? They're going to need their own kind of workflows, communications, but now the communications have to be even more specific to the rest of the team, as well as the communication between you and your leadership. Look, I could go on, but what I really need you to hear is these two hires, which I really, really want for you. I want you to grow and scale to the need of both of these roles. But it's not like you're going to hire one person that's going to know how to, one, go into your business, break out your workflows, create a new communication plan, and, oh, yeah, identify themselves as, hey, I'm the best hire for you. Right? There's a strategic planning to it. There is a conscious decision that, okay, we're going to change things, right? What if everything goes right? What if you hire a salesperson and they're exceptional and now you've got to grow and scale and hire in a very different way than you did before? Because now we have to be more mindful about how every marker of success comes. We need to hire another team member to deliver on it and maybe more salespeople. The issue is when we hire for manager, when we hire for sales, we are impacting how we are going to do business in a very dramatic way that touches every single person in the company. Yeah, even when it's the sales hire, it's going to impact everyone and how they all communicate. There has to be a plan behind it. There has to be a process to make it successful. This can get very, very expensive. In fact, drop in the comments if you've tried to hire your first salesperson or your first manager and they did not do what you needed them to do. Maybe caused more chaos, were super expensive, and it was a long, painful system. This is something you can plan for. You can put thought and guidance in there. You could work with experts. Hello, Boss HQ. There are people that will help you make sure that these hires, which are critical for success, to get you to that next place, to expand and make a bigger impact than you currently have on your client list right now. These are things we want for you. But it's not just writing an employment ad and plopping a person in to do a job. It is the strategy of how will this work in your company, for your clients, with your team to set you up to get the results that you want. So the decision point isn't just about whether we're hiring because we're under the gun or whether we're hiring because we want growth. The decision point is, are you ready to commit to making this a successful transformation, successful growth, and really getting strategic about how you bring these new hires in?